Kenya pipeline has been bought by Museveni and others.
When the other day we divested from Kenya pipeline because we wanted to unlock the value of Kenya pipeline and use it for the transformation of the country, President Museveni called me and said, I want to buy 50% of Kenya pipeline. And he told me, I don't care the price.
Na mimi watu ya Kenya, mimi siongeagi tu namna hiyo. Mimi namwambia wewe watu ya Kenya, Rigiji akikwambia bibi yako ako na mimba, uende ununue diaper, ujitayarishe kwa sababu hiyo ndio ukweli.
If Kenyans has finally decided to sell Kenya pipeline, half of it to Uganda, then where are we heading as a country?
And I want to thank His Excellency Ruto for encouraging him, being together with us, we are fully aligned with His Excellency Ruto on the issue of the Pan-African vision. I'm very happy with what His Excellency is doing on the pipeline. I thank him and congratulate him. We are going to co-invest in that one together, all the way up to the Congo border, so that we take. And even these people who steal fuel from vehicles, they will not have chance to steal because it is in the pipeline.
Guys, in this video, I'm breaking down how this could affect the Kenyan's economy and the common mwananchi. You know, these things, these people may do it as if they're transacting business, but deep down the line, the common mwananchi is the one that is going to suffer most. In case you are watching this channel for the first time, before we dive in, kindly please consider subscribing to this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, where I said number one is the economy of Kenya is going now to deteriorate. Deteriorate in a manner that Uganda is going to grow fast than Kenya. You will be surprised that even Tanzania itatupita as Kenyans. And still, you will also be surprised if a country like Rwanda, a country like Djibouti, or rather the Eastern Africa countries are going to shoot high economically na tunaenda kurudi nyuma. The other day, I listened to Ndindi Nyoro. Ndindi Nyoro was clear that in Kenya, imechukulia as the most growing country economically, but deep down the line, it's not the growing country. It's not that growing country compared to other Eastern Africa country in our region. For that, our economy is going to deteriorate. And when economy is going to deteriorate, this now brings us to point number 2, where we now have something that called the cost of living is going to be high. And when I talk about the cost of living to be high, allow me to compare this to the prices of the commodity. This commodity is the essential commodity to power the economy, or rather to power the cost of living of any mwananchi in whichever citizen, in whichever country. For instance, when the price of oil is going to shoot, when the price of fuel is going to shoot, automatically the life of the common mwananchi is going to be unbearable, and the burden is going now to be on this common mwananchi. You know, the funny thing in this country is one, that the prices of commodity will go high, be it the bus fare, be it the common home essential cooking oil, it will go high. But now, the irony side of it is that irony side of it, guys, is that the salary won't increase. It will actually win a back constant. And this thing is giving Kenyans a very hard time. You find that small salaries is the salaries that now this government is eyeing to. to get their house levy, to cut USB pay as you earn. We have their share. So in a very small salary, it could have been better if such like things increases, government also go and recheck the payslip of the common mwananchi. And now, how is the payslip is going to be checked? The payslip is going to be checked by at least trying to reduce these so-called taxes that Kenyans are now undergoing. CS Mbandi saying that now any Kenyans who earning below 30,000 will not be subjected to pay. Not only pay, you could say Kenyans earning less than 30,000 will also be exempted from paying this house levy. You know, these small amounts like 200 or rather 300 even to 1,000 that they do cut these people, they reduce on their salary, can really make a change in their life. The small mistake that this government is doing is now bringing us in a very big hole. I normally call it deep hole, that it will require Kenyans to wake up so that we can get out of this hole that we are in. When I speak about these things, most of the people normally take me as someone who is now talking negative about the government. But let's reason together. Kenya pipeline has been sold to Uganda. Who is going to regulate the prices? If you owe 35% in a company, actually you may be wewe kama hauna say. Now these people is going to be managed with the person who has more shares. And as I've been explaining to you, the person who has more shares in this line is the president, is the nation of Uganda. We as Kenyans in this privatization act, in this Kenya pipeline, we only have 35%. And if we have 35% and now 50% has been now sold to Uganda, and you come as yes revoke that now these things is not a public asset. These things you cannot go to court and try to stop some of these things that is happening. Kenya pipeline is now a private entity. Private entity, and now it's not among Kenya is not among the person. Kenya is not among the people that is running it. It's run by other nation and it is now in your land. That is very interesting. Which people do we elect in power? I think these people actually sometimes when I do their videos, they're just amusing me. These people are just making me even to cry. Now when all will be said and done, this now bring me to the point number 3. And the point number 3 is that now our country is now going to be managed by the other countries. If someone is controlling 50% of your essential product, this someone is going to control us, to dictate us. It's in another way is dictate in advance, or rather the dictate is now expanding. These people will now start to dictate the Kenya as a country. How are they going to dictate? They will decide the price of oil. They will decide the price of some of the oil commodity. If you say that we put it a VAT of 8%, in there they have set a VAT of 21%. You know, Kenya is going to suffer to know how are they going now to manage this 3%. Tunaingilia kwa madeni. And now when we start to be kuingilia kwa madeni, that's how also we shall be losing as a country. Our economy, as I said earlier, itakuwa inarudi chini. We will be now working on how to get something called subsidy. And now, the flip side of it, guys, as I wind up, let us look at its political implication. The political implication is that now the Kenyan politicians are very greedy in that taking the Kenyan asset to be their business asset. And these things is going completely to finish Kenya. How is it going to finish Kenya? When this leader, their time or rather their nature in office will elapse, it will be difficult for us to try as much as we can to bring some of our commodity back. The likes of Kenya pipeline. And I normally finish each and every video and say that everything that this government do, it affects us politically. You can now get a country like Uganda will have more power, or rather say, in our land, because they are controlling our oil. They are controlling the prices. And now as a country, tutakuwa like we are being colonized with our fellows, East Africa. That is bad. Hii ni mbaya. Hii ni mbaya. And now guys, before I finish, I wind up, I normally call upon you all that these things require me and you. These things require a collective responsibility. When I talk about collective responsibility, I normally call about you people to choose the good leader. I normally call upon you people to know whom are you electing as your leader. These things of going just someone who has a very nice language, coming and trying to just lure you into giving them votes without even knowing which kind of a person you are giving votes, it will keep on bringing us here, and we shall keep on getting stuck here. So the good thing that we need to do is, as a country, we realize early and elect the good leader, the leaders that are going to make us to grow, not the leader that are not going to make us to, not the leader that are going to make our country to shrink, to sink and to sink completely. This is MKUU Politics. What is your thought, guys? Drop it in comment section. I'll be doing my best to read it and giving you a feedback. And to that, guys, peace and love.
And with that, guys, thank you for choosing Kenya Political Brief as your primary news platform, more so on politics. Kindly please share this video to a friend. If politics is your passion, this is the place you really wish to be. Kindly subscribe. Bye bye.